I'm Wu, Paul Jorgensen. You don't know him? He's just transferred to Butler U out of George Washington University, and he went to Don Bosco in Jersey. What's going on?
Nothing much. Happy to be here in Queens.
Good old Queens.
Yeah, good old Queens.
How's your summer been?
Pretty good. Was out in Indiana for about a month, working out, studying. I got back about a week ago.
Yeah.
And then from there, I've been home to seeing friends, continuing to try to get better and whatnot. So pretty basic stuff.
For all of those that you don't know him, this guy has been one of the most toughest guy to snag for an interview. He's so difficult. He's so difficult. Oh, Woo, I can't do this at this time. I can't do this at that time.
I've been all over.
But today,
yeah,
he was serious. He was acting like a professional. He was like, you know what? Let's get this done, right?
Yeah, we've known each other for a while.
Oh, we have. Yes.
Since like 8th grade IS8.
8th grade IS8. No, I never met you in 8th grade.
9th, 10th?
9th and 10th, I think.
Yeah, well, around then. In Queens, though. IS8.
No. I saw your first game was, I think it was in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, it was at the Hoop Group. Yeah.
Okay, with Bosco.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so got a lot of catching up to do, and there's some things I want to talk about with you. You know, you went to GW, you played 2 years, and now you decided to peace out. What was your reason?
Just wanted a
I won the NIT.
Yeah, we were good. Just wanted to change. Needed a different fit. That was really it. Just needed a different fit.
I was the 2 years there for you.
It was cool. I met a lot of good people.
Yeah.
A lot of good friends. Great memories. Real good memories. So yeah, good 2 years for sure.
What was your fondest memory on the court?
Say when we won the NIT, we beat number 6 Virginia. And beating Virginia was awesome on ESPN. Freshman year, we beat Wichita State.
Yeah.
So we had some good times.
You decided to leave at the end of the season. You had a few schools before you picked Butler. Let's talk about a little bit of that process.
Yeah, well, when Butler reached out, it just so happened that my mom took a job out in Indiana at Riley Hospital out there. So she was working out there, and when Butler, gave me a call, I thought it was kind of a message from, from above a little bit. It was weird how it worked out. My mom was there, and it's such a good school. It's in the Big East, so everything kind of just played out perfectly.
You have a few other schools you went to. What were they?
When I transferred?
Yeah, you went to a few visits.
Oh, yeah. Hofstra, Northeastern, those two.
And those two, right? And that was it. And then Butler. What separated Butler from the other two schools? I mean, you're pretty high on academics.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think the biggest thing was just the fact that my mom was out there in Indiana, and she was there, and she was really working hard at her job, and she was alone out there. And my father works from New York, and
yeah.
So just when I went out there and just saw that, how happy it made my mom that I was there with her, and that Butler was a good school, and it was in the Big East. I think it was just like a no-brainer. But my mom really played a big part in the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, you get to Butler, they call you up, you come in for a visit. What was that like?
It's kind of crazy going into Hinkle.
Yeah.
Hinkle it's unbelievable. It's like a dream kind of. When I was 16, my New Heights team went in there. We walked around the gym, me and a bunch of all the New York City kids, and kind of in awe of it. And I never even thought, I could play here one day.
Yeah. And
then, fast forward 3 years, the opportunity comes, and it's unbelievable. But when I was there, just a lot of hard work, a lot of basic college stuff. So it's been good.
What's the size of the gym?
Holds 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah, in Indiana, they love it. We love basketball out there. So
he's living like a king.
Yeah. Well, not yet. We gotta.
Okay.
We have to have a good year this year coming up. I think we're gonna be really good. So.
What's campus life like compared to DC versus
It's different. DC, I mean, it's a big, big city.
Yep.
GW is right in the city, so I kind of had, all those places within DC, Georgetown, American, whatnot, a lot of kids. Butler is in Indianapolis, though, which is another big city, not as big as DC.
Yeah.
But it's actually like a real campus. There's like lawns where people hang out on.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that at GW, and it's different. It's a good change, though. It's a different pace out there, which is nice coming from New York.
It's a little slower?
It's a little slower, but man, people are awesome. So friendly.
Is it slower than New City?
Yeah, slower than New City.
It's slower than New City?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
You got to sit out a year. I know nobody wants to sit out a year. No one does. What are you going to be doing? What are you going to need to be doing to improve your game, elevate yourself, and be the guard that you are?
Big things for me, I want to, keep continuing to try to get stronger, get faster, improve my jump shot.
Yeah.
Defense, I want to get quicker, going laterally, and just kind of be a defender that you can rely on.
Right.
But I think a big thing is just, learning the game. I'll be on the bench the whole year, and I'll get to see things in a different light and a different perspective. So, just to watch the game play out, watch other teams, watch schemes, and a bunch of different things. So if I could just become a student of the game this year,
yeah,
it could really, really benefit me, I think. Because I think after school, I want to coach too eventually down the line, see where that goes. So I just try to pick up on basketball every day.
In terms of the personnels right now, I know obviously you're sitting out a year, but in terms of personnels on this team right now, you play pickup games with them and the guys at GW. Do you notice a big difference? Or they're...
I mean, we had a good team at GW too.
Yeah.
We had a couple of guys who played in their national teams.
Yeah.
Some 4-year starters. But at Butler, you do have guys who are all American and whatnot. So it's a different at times, but overall, I don't really feel a difference. As in pickup, as in practice levels and skill. It's just really competitive, and it's a good atmosphere though. Overall, the coaches make it a good atmosphere, and players make it a good atmosphere to work hard.
Yeah.
So no, as a level of play, it's been pretty similar.
What do you think of in the next few years?
How we're gonna be?
Yeah, how are you gonna be?
I mean, I think I should do good.
Yeah.
If I just keep getting better this off year, and understand what coaches want from me,
mm-hmm.
and what they want me to do.
Right.
And I just try to fit into what they want.
Yeah.
And as a team, I think we're going to surprise a lot of people this year while I'm sitting out. Just by the roster we have now, we're pretty talented. A lot of guys who can score, defend well. So, I think we're going to be a sleeper. And then the year after that, we'll see what happens.
All right. So outside of basketball, what's your hobbies?
Outside of basketball, hobbies. Oh man, I don't do many things. Hang out with friends.
You just play basketball. I know you do.
I mean, I hang out with friends a lot. I like to go to like athletic events, like football games and like soccer and whatever stuff like that. I read sometimes. Sometimes you catch me reading a book. And I like to learn about politics. I think that whole stuff's really interesting. Coming from DC, I kind of kept that with me. So I like to learn about the elections and all that stuff. So.
And what's your major? That's going to be.
It's communication with a minor in political science.
Communications.
Yeah.
And yet, you were so difficult to get for the interview.
Yeah. I gotta work on it.
Oh my God.
I gotta improve.
Well, you made a first step today.
Yeah.
A lot of guys you've been playing with over the summer in New York City. How's that like?
Man, it's been good. I play at New York Athletic Club a lot, down there with Ross. So the amount of guys he brings in, the talent that's in there,
mm-hmm.
It's awesome. I got to play against guys who went to St. John's, Seton Hall, Villanova, UConn. you know, everyone that you think it would be in there, and I get to go against them and learn how to try to figure out what to do to be successful in those level of competition type of games.
Yeah.
So it's been great. I think I always thought New York City was the best place to play, especially growing up right outside it, and having access to come inside, play in the parks, play in the gyms. I don't think you could beat it.
Well, I mean, for college and pro ball, it's a great place to play.
Absolutely.
It's one of the best.
Absolutely. I love it.
Everybody's here.
I love it here.
You're playing tonight.
Yeah, I am.
Who's on the roster?
I don't know who's on the roster tonight.
Okay.
I don't know that one yet. My first time back playing since I was back at school.
And then you're leaving on?
Leaving on the 23rd.
You're leaving on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soon.
Time flies, man.
Time is moving.
Time flies. You were just in high school a few years ago.
No, Don Bosco. Best 4 years I've had.
Really?
Unbelievable 4 years. Best coaches there, Coach DeVario, Moody.
Yeah.
I had some of my best friends, you know, I've made. So I wouldn't trade those 4 years for anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm sure you want to be a pro. So, you know, you got a lot of work to do, but you got potential to make it happen. And then see where it goes after.
Absolutely. You got to focus on the years in front of me.
Yeah.
Hopefully do well, and then you never know. Never know where the ball could take you.
Yeah.
Take you all over the world.
Did you ever thought you were going to be at Butler?
Never.
Like when you were 14 years old?
Never.
Where did you think you were going to be at when you were 14?
I didn't know.
When you were 14, I mean, I'm sure
I
you
was
had
a
dream
freshman?
school. Yeah.
14, I was a freshman. I was thinking about just try to play in varsity games. I was never really the kid that had
You never thought about college.
I never had the hype. I never had all, like, you know, the attention.
Yeah.
And I was always the underdog, you know, coming up. And I still am to this day. I still am the underdog. People still don't believe in, I don't think believe in me.
They don't believe in Prince Harry of
Yeah,
Harlem,
but
right?
if you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
Right.
So someone has to,
Uh-huh.
you know, so you gotta keep working hard, and you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Toughest defender you're looking forward to play against in the Big East?
I don't know, because when I'm eligible, I don't know who's still gonna be there, and I don't really.
That's right.
I don't
'cause
know. I don't know the conference that well yet.
Okay.
I don't really know who's in it, who's around, like when I'm eligible and stuff.
You gonna be excited to play at the Garden?
So excited. Yeah, I'll be pumped. Garden, go to Villanova,
Yeah.
Seton Hall,
Woo.
all those games in the East. It's gonna be crazy. It's a dream.
Yeah.
As a kid growing up in New York, you watch the Big East,
Yeah.
and I get a chance to play in it. It doesn't get better.
No.
Gotta thank. I'm blessed to have the people at Butler, our coaching staff. They gave me an opportunity. You know, that's all I asked, is an opportunity. And
I like that.
They gave it to me. So.
Where can people follow you?
Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter that much. I have an account,
Yeah.
Paulie Jorgs, but I don't really use it that much. That's really it. I'll tweet every once in a while.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do appreciate it, man.
Woo, thanks, baby.
Good to see you.
You too, man.